Hail them.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
Hailing frequencies open.
I don't know why I keep giving alien street food a chance. It's always such a gamble.
Captain, we're being hailed.
On screen.
Hello, and welcome to another Hailing Frequencies Open podcast, where we continue to trek through the past and future of Star Trek. As always, I'm your host. Thank you for joining me here in the virtual studio. My co-host, he spent all of the time in between work and recording to make sure he was show ready. It's Damian.
Well, I have to powder my face at the very least because the shine would be blinding. And this time I actually had the face powder gifted to me by my boyfriend that was not the one that I put on my balls. So we're off to a good start.
Face powder and not ball powder. Excellent.
Yes, in a pinch, ball powder will also hide your shine, but it is a little mentholy.
Well, since we're talking about hair today, did you have to do some hair before? A little zhuzh?
Well,
you have much less than you used to.
No, I know. Much less than I used to. I used to have a lot more hair as I was going for my Picard era 7 of 9 look, which ultimately frizzled out.
No, it was great.
I did not have Anna Rozay to help me with my real hair to try and do my real life. I'm going to talk for as long as I can because I can just see the words itching to come out on both of their faces on the Zoom. I love it.
Well, we need to give her a second to pound her PB&J cocktail. It's Lanita.
So that will never happen. I'm going to just go on record. Yes, Mike Jones. That's what you get. Because you want to be snarky as shit. No, I've already explained. PB&J has a sandwich and nothing else. Thank you very much.
Well, our dear friend Matt Jennings was earnestly sharing a page from his life with an open heart about a cocktail.
And I told him where he was wrong.
And she shat all over it. It was really hard to listen to.
It was so hard I cut it out of the audio version of the podcast.
Yeah, no, but so I made a video out of it so when everyone else can see what a jerk she was.
An honest person. That's what I was.
Yes. Honesty.
All right. Well, I am excited to get to our guests. Let's get their input on peanut butter and jelly cocktails. For today's episode, you saw the title. We're talking about hair and wigs, specifically in Strange New World Season 3. I think there's a lot to jump into. And we thought we would bring in an expert. She's a professional in styling wigs. She's worked in theater, opera, television for a decade. She has her cosmetology license and a degree from Starfleet Academy. We'd like to welcome back to the pod, Miss Anna Rozay.
Hey!
Yes.
I'm here to
She's in the 3-time club. There's a jacket with that.
Now, what is a PB&J? What is in that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, no.
He's already like, nope.
Exactly. And so Matt Jennings was telling us how there was this, if peanut butter whiskey is delicious, if you mix it with the right thing. And then it was like, well, what do you mix it with? Oh, like a what do they say, like a raspberry or like cranberry juice. It was like, oh, it's like a PB&J. And I said with authority,
not the cran jelly.
Yeah, you don't need to be
cran jelly.
It would be cran grape. Cranberry has a lot of babies with a lot of different fruits. But what are we doing? Why are we drinking it? You don't need a donut.
Know.
You don't need a cookie. You need a sandwich.
That's when you check mental health. That's
Lanita, the Thanksgiving cocktail, which is turkey flavored whiskey.
I'm gonna tell you something. You all need to be stopped.
That ain't right.
White people.
That ain't right.
What?
Pilgrims. 8.5 by 11s. That's
do you just go to sleep? Is there like tryptophan in the whiskey?
Why am I drinking something that tastes like turkey? We are not chewing the gum.
That's weird.
As of Willy Wonka. 3-course meal, roast beef, tomato soup. You violet, you're turning violet. No, this is not where we are.
No.
Well, I will be enjoying every drop of my Thanksgiving turkey flavored cocktail, which is in the freezer right now, staying cold, ready for me.
My God. It comes pre-mixed that way?
No, I am talking on my ass. There is no such thing as turkey flavored whiskey. Come on.
I was about
Come
to
on.
say.
Come
No,
on.
no. But
You
here's
know
the
what?
thing.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It is possible.
None of us doubted you.
I believe it. You remember Pinnacle Vodka? I believe it. It can happen.
Mhm.
But anyway.
Someone is cooking up right now in
Right
some
now.
sort of lab that can be better used curing cancer.
That's true. Well, those people were not going to cure cancer. Okay, let's talk about hair. Long, beautiful hair.
Well, first we should just real quick, Anna Rozay, how are
Yes.
you? We're all up on Stranger World season 3. General feelings. How were you?
General feelings on the season or the hair alone?
No, we're
both?
gonna start.
Just
we're
the
gonna start
season
with the
first.
season.
Just the season.
Yeah, well,
I
Any hot
honestly,
just the tip.
it happened.
Oh,
They aired. They
Ooh.
came. They went, and I feel diminished watching them. As a fan, I hate to be that person because I'm usually very easy to please when it comes to Star Trek. But this season, I really felt was like, are you actively trying to piss me off? I like 2 episodes, really enjoyed 2 episodes.
Okay.
And maybe 3 I thought was decent.
Okay, 1.
The rest of them,
What are the episodes?
The episodes
name
are the Say La to Edith's Tale.
Yeah.
Wedding Bell Blues, I thought was decent. And that was mostly because of Reese Darby. Everybody else, they did their job. I think it was fine, but honestly, it was just a fine episode. It was okay. And the other episode was the when they were in the ancient tomb prison maze place.
Yeah, that one was cool.
I forget. I mean, they were doing the dumb decision making of like Alien Covenant, but I still enjoyed the horror of it or the spookiness of it. And like just the concepts of like different dimensional space and you can be in the same room, but on a different time plane or something like that. It was like, oh, Star Trek is on again. Because everything else this season has been like, what am I watching? I felt like a lot of things were overpromised. And I felt like, wow, you can tell the actors and people making it look like they had a ball. And I think that's great for them. I just think a lot of that energy was not shared by the people watching it. I'm not saying that there wasn't a lot of people who enjoyed this season because I've seen a mixed bag of opinions online, but I've seen a lot of more consistent, I didn't enjoy this season for Strange New Worlds, and that's kind of new for this show, I think. And I think, I don't know how y'all feel about it. Like, what was y'all's general takeaway?
Disappointing. Yeah, we did like a recap episode that we just dropped. And it's I don't know. I feel like looking back over them, we were maybe too harsh. I don't know. Our theory at the end of the day was that the writer's strike and other things like there were caused problems, and hopefully next season will be a lot better. It felt really disjointed.
I went easier on things. I was more generous on a rewatch when I watched things the second time. And I also generally I watched it right when it came out, and then I would watch it again with my boyfriend who's into it but is not a Trekkie per se. And so he was able to enjoy it in a different way, and that sort of helped me enjoy it more as opposed to like getting hung up on Trekkie things,
Right. I think I was.
But there was a lot of good. I think there was a lot of there were high points, and I'm still very attached to these characters. I'm still very attached to this cast. I'm still on board for the show. There were some moments that were disappointing to me.
Yeah, and I think when I watched the finale, it summed up pretty much the general takeaway I had for the entire season. Everything just feels rushed and unearned. Everything just feels kind of like pulled out of our ass. Oh, now I'm the Phoenix because I've been genetically altered by a plant, some Illyrian blood, and this and that. And I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing? Like I am on board for a lot of shit, but you gotta like make it make sense
They didn't
within
have
the
enough time.
context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but see, that's the thing when they're saying like writer strike and all of that.
Yeah.
There was a through line that like a couple
You
more
could tell.
episodes would have
Yep.
flushed that out.
That's
Because
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
because I'm
Right.
okay, because at the end of the day, I'm okay with the end because like they were never gonna work. She had to
Right.
go away. She had to go away somehow. So this is how you get rid of her.
She had 3 ways to leave, and they chose this.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't want to kill her. They wanted she was
Oh
a
my
she,
god.
you know what it reminded me of though? I just thought about it. When in Doctor Who, when dude became a centaur, like the robot men, the metal men. Come on, help me.
The
Oh, when
Cybermen?
Rory stands guard for 1,000 years.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
Rory.
yeah. Yeah, but they built
I
that
know,
up
I know,
and
I
yeah.
know.
But
Listen,
yes,
I'm not
I hear
no,
you.
but and I literally just popped like, oh, so
Yeah.
now she's the Centaurian who's standing
a
guard
statue.
over the
What I thought was so funny about that mostly was, besides the contrivances of the DNA and things like that, was just her like immediate willingness to be like, yeah, this is my destiny. I was like, you're
It
gonna
was
be
that or
stuck.
death.
Yeah,
But it
I was
was
like,
either
you're
that
gonna
or death.
be
Do you
stuck
want to be
like
dead
this.
or do you want to
It
be
was
of use?
I
She
don't
was being
know.
of service. That's
She
what
was being,
Starfleet is.
she was just so gun ho. I was like, okay, like no sadness, no like, complicated
Because they
emotions.
lived the life, which I just saw
Right.
happen in I just finished Riverdale because I'd never watched
Mm-hmm.
it before and
Oh.
literally never. I was like, I'm an adult watching this. Why it was interesting. But the whole idea of like, let's show you a lifetime. They did that
Mhm.
shit and I was like, oh, this is a
Yeah.
thing, a
Mhm.
vehicle that people love using
They
when they know that
do.
one person is getting the boot.
Yep.
Let's show you the life that you would have. But it
Yep.
was really done well with Picard back way. Like that,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what they're
you are.
trying to
Sure.
reach to,
Yeah.
but it never
It
gets
did.
there.
Yeah. A lot of people said it really worked for them. I was like, this feels hollow to me. Like, I just was like, okay, I know what they're doing. I was like, can we get to the end where he wakes up? And then like when she transmogrifies or whatever into the Christmas ornament, he just kind of has this dumbfounded look on his face. Like I turned to my boyfriend and was like, what is that expression? He was just kind of like, like that happened, I guess. And like it just cuts to the, I'm like, does he care? He like the whole show, they were forcing these characters to care about each other, right? From the jump. They didn't really need to be together. He really, they had their first like conflict was about she wanted more than he was willing to give. So why are you trying to force me to like the character when the character that's supposed to like the character don't even like the character? I was like, I don't care about Patel. Leave. Go get promoted. Get your own ship. Have the Gorn come out your back. I don't care which way you want to do it. Just get off the show. Like this character was so like she was a focus suck to me. This is no hate on the actress. I just think they gave her terrible.
It's never hate on the actor.
Yeah, I think they
do a
just
great
gave her
job.
terrible material to work with. The plot was so like, and what was really interesting was the things with her and Gamble, who that's a whole nother conversation. The instinctual like mystery of like why they were fighting, that was really interesting, but then it kind of like didn't go to the heights that I think it could have went. But yeah, I'm still like confused on a lot of things, like who is who and what is what were those demons? They were this, but like what does that mean? Like okay, and then Gamble at the end of the finale, at the beginning of the finale, is looking like a video game villain. Like it was crazy. And like he had that very soft, feminine like voice, but like with the reverb. And I was like, baby,
it sounded like the villain from 300.
Baby, that's not scaring me. Hi. I'm evil. I'm like, are you trying to seduce me? Or like are you trying to like possess me or both? I don't know. It was
a lot of these things sound like soap opera plots. You know what I mean?
It was crazy.
Is Marlena possessed by the devil? Like, yeah, okay, let's go with that. You know, like
it was so crazy. And it was just something that I never. It felt like a supernatural genre show. by that finale. When the finale was, when I was watching it, I was like, this doesn't even feel, this feels like I should see like Mordor in the background, some elves. Like, what are we doing?
It felt like magic. It's magic.
Yes, and he was shooting very like nebulously undefined powers out of his body, and I'm like, what's that smoke do? Like, what does that do? And Pike got hit by it directly. He just said, you know, like, what do we? Like, what does any of this mean? Like, please, can someone tell me? Like, oh, it hurt me so much. Oh, I like some dumb shit, but like, I watch Super Sentai. I can watch some dumb shit, but like. This
we're not going to Star Trek for dumb shit.
Yeah,
right.
Like I was like, what? Like, I granted, I have watched a lot of Star Trek, and there is a lot of bad episodes. There is a lot, but when your batting average is 2 out of 10, in my opinion, like that's not a good average. You have 10 episodes, and it's a lot more pressure on these 10 to be good to great because the season is cut in half, and. I understand the writing strike was definitely a thing, and then there was like that 2-year wait that we had, and I think that's what makes it worse. When you forget about the writer strike or are unaware of it, you waited 2 years or more for these episodes, and it just feels like they don't care. I don't know what this feels like. It just feels very not like the show I signed up for, but at the same time, it feels like an extension of what Strange New Worlds. The problems I've had with Strange New Worlds in the past. Like take the documentary episode, for example. With that one, I feel like Strange New Worlds, when it fails the most, is when they present a really interesting topic, a really interesting conversation, and kind of walk out the room as the conversation is happening. They're like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how the Federation could be perceived as a colonial armada. Or are they really just explorers? Okay, well, on next week's episode, we'll see how. It's like, okay, thanks. Thank you for starting and not finishing. It's like if someone turned in their book report in school and there was no conclusion or no like point, you'd be like, this is undone. And that's what it feels like. And this felt like that before for me. I forget what the episode was in season 2 where they all were losing their memories on that planet.
Right.
And that one felt kind of unfinished. I don't know. I could talk about the ways this season pissed me off for days.
But we think the hair was standout.
Yes,
correct.
Let's get to the hair. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
so I can level my mood out. A little bit.
No, we didn't mean to provoke you, Anna Rozay.
A little. Ooh, I haven't been this angry on the internet about Star Trek in a while, so I feel like.
Listen, sometimes you have to just get it out, and then you can just be prepared for what next they're gonna serve. So, maybe Mike Jones. No. Yeah, I was like, how are we doing this, Mike Jones? Drive the ship, Cap.
Character by character, I think, was the idea. Okay. I mean, let's just start with the elephant in the room and talk about Pike's peak in this season.
Pike's what?
Listen, the only hair that was not for me was Vulcan hair. I enjoy his hair. Like I mean,
I do too.
It's just pretty. Like it is a stunning color. I know that maybe they do, like y'all said, they maybe do some extra thing to like even out the tone, but it's like it is perfection for me, no matter when it's like fully in its like that big rake comb has gone through it and it's perfectly a little bit of Aquanet on it, or it's tough. Like his hair is great.
It is. They had some reel or a TikTok showing like the stylist on set doing it, and I was like, yep, that's it.
It takes time.
It was so satisfying. I love watching people's like hair process.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like it lets part of his character, like a crucial, weirdly cornerstone of his character, is handsome.
Yes.
And they make reference, like Battelle makes reference to his hair products around his quarters at some point.
Which I
like,
that I
there's
love.
Some vanity in there.
Yes, that I did love, because like you're poking at what everybody else is actively talking about. Yeah. So it's kind of meta at the same time.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy that. It gives like them like some three dimensionality. Like he's a real person, you know.
Like in the morning after his sonic shower. Like okay, so here's the thing. They're taking sonic showers, correct? Like there's no like water showers?
Right.
I believe so, yeah. In this era, right?
I'm asking. I don't know. You know, I just
Well, I say for next season we see Pike in the shower so we can determine.
Right.
You know, like a little paradise back action, like, you know, just see the smoke. And because I'm thinking to myself, like, how clean are they and how clean is that hair? Like, are we like, do they
Maybe
have
that's
the
why
same
the Vulcans
hygiene?
say they smell.
As I said, like, do they have the same hygiene regimen that like twice a day, you know, you get up, you take your little shower for the day. At the end of the evening, before you get into bed, you're washing off the day and getting into, or is it a like, because most of the time these people's getting into bed with their outside clothes on, and I don't like it.
Yeah, especially in TNG. I was like, what is that about?
They overdress for bed in the Berman era. Everybody has like silk pajamas that they wear.
Excuse me. Matching pajamas.
But that's what I mean.
Beverly has like a little hair ribbon.
Oh my god!
She's a school marm to go to bed.
Yeah,
baby, I would be on the Enterprise, splayed out, butt naked in that bed, like, come and get me. Give me that warp core.
I just wonder, like, you know, because at the end of the day, I know it's TV and it's gotta, you know, everything has to be continuity based.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, like, is he, when it's time for his shift, is it like I'm spending 20 minutes getting this hair as the captain? Like I'm waking up, I'm taking my sonic shower, and then easy to get dressed, 20 minutes for this, and being like,
this is why we need Lower Decks back on the air, because they would answer this type of question.
Yes.
You know? Like, is there a little robot doing the hair? Is there a salon?
Yes. Are we Fifth Element? Are we like,
yes. Are we just
changing
like
our nail color?
Exactly. See?
Right.
I feel like there has got to be an abbreviated way to like do your hair really quick. That you, you know,
like you wave a wand.
Yeah.
Sure. Right.
It's got to be like a little dryer. You sit up under and press the button. Goes
correct. Yep, and your hair is done. I would like hair 5, please.
Yes. Come in bald. Come out with a whole mountain of hair.
I feel like we saw that on the Jetsons at some point.
Yes, we did. Judy. No, it was the mother would go to the salon, and Jane. Yes, his boy Elroy. Sorry. Who's next?
Spock. Let's talk Spock. So we do see a couple. I mean, you know, he has Vulcan hair, right? Like Spock's hair doesn't really change that much, except when he's in the wedding episode, his hair suddenly has like texture. It like I think it's still, I don't know. Are they wigging him? Like the bangs are so severe. Yeah. Surely they're not, like Ethan Peck's hair isn't doing that while they're filming. Like
all of that is a wig, right?
I feel like because they changed it, but I remember some behind the scenes content where they were flat ironing his hair forward, like a baby flat iron, because he has naturally pretty curly hair. And I think that's why at the top it's so like messy. But maybe they have evolved it to, you know, maybe put a little bang piece and then dress his real hair over it. They could have. But it looks like it's his hair, but who knows? Some of this wiggetry can be really hidden well, and some of it can be really wiggy. So it just, I don't know. But
I feel like when it's big, it's a wig, right? Yeah. Like when it looks like it's
coming off your head.
I know. I did not mean to like rhyme in that way. I'm just looking at like, you know, I was like
when little it's big
side
as a wig.
It's a wig. Like looking at the little side pictures of things and like just seeing the you know, the little clips. You're like, oh no, they plop something on your head today because it's so straight,
elevated.
So
perfect.
Yeah.
I like when it's his hair.
If it's big, it's a wig. Not to move on too quickly, but let's talk about Uhura.
Oh God, yes. I knew it was coming.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. I like the variety of the hair. It gave me.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about one specific thing.
Yes.
The bald, because she let her hair grow and like
in between seasons.
Yes.
And there wasn't okay.
I feel like there was a person who prepped her hair fucked up.
Correct, because it was not
Laid flat.
flat.
Yes.
She didn't go to a person who knows how to put in a good weave and
Yes.
has that base foundation
But
being.
see, and that's the thing, and like, because
Mhm.
I think the beautiful curls that she wears,
Yes.
either braided halfway or just
Mhm.
out, I feel like that is mostly her hair, maybe.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't even like, if you're on set, you don't probably have time to braid it, or maybe not everybody knows how to braid. So
Correct.
there's a way that they could have twisted and laid flat that hair without braiding it, without taking too long, because her hair is not like unmanageable, right?
Nope.
It looks like a very soft curl. So there was really no excuse to why someone of a different background or this or that couldn't manage it and get that wig flat. Also, I think when they took the wig measurements, they didn't prep it right, because if it was prepped right when they took the measurements, it would have laid flat.
Are we talking about her wig in the season premiere?
The season premiere, yes.
Yep.
So just to be clear, if we go back to season 2, because the idea is that no time has passed.
No
it's
time
like a direct
passed, yeah.
continuation.
Correct.
Right.
She's got to have the same hair that she had however many years ago when they shot that. So what they're doing is they're like, whatever her real hair situation is being compressed
Prepped
somehow
underneath.
Correct.
And
whatever
either
that wig is for that one episode.
Yeah, either that wig had a lot of stretch, but I don't think that's what it is, because that being such a short wig, it probably has to be built on some kind of lace. So it probably doesn't have
a quick wig, like a quick weave.
I don't think so.
Because a pixie quick wig, they will slap that gel down, put that stocking cap on, little 5 pieces situation.
Because if that's the case, I feel like it would have been flatter. You know what I mean? If someone knew how to do all of, if someone knew how to do all of that, they would have knew how to. So I think it's a wig that they built, and I think when they measured for it, her prep was too big, and that's why it's big. Because if they just didn't prep it right on the day, the wig would be too small, and it wouldn't have fit at all. So that's my guess.
Theoretically, would there be ways? So if we imagine that her hair on shooting Hegemony Part 2 matches her hair from Wedding Bell Blues, which is this immediate follow-up episode to that, right?
Which is supposedly 3 months.
Yeah, 3
time
months.
has passed.
Sure.
So she must have had a wand. She grew that hair for 3 months with a wand. She said, "Rogaine,
no, she
please."
She had little sacred drops.
Okay.
She had her little Baskin Co drops.
Yes, I fully believe that we can get our hair to go faster in the future.
Okay, yes. I mean, look at 7'9". She was bald.
Disbelief suspended.
That's true.
The doctor's
what I'm asking is about it's about the logistics of behind this of the actress, right? So Celia's hair grew over, right?
Yes.
So do they smash it down? Do they braid it? Do they what do they do?
There's so many ways you can do it. You can braid it like Lanita and I were saying. That's the more permanent kind of prep. Like, you're going to be wearing a wig for this many days. Or you can take it and you're gonna braid it almost in cornrows, but just take the hair and twist it to the scalp, down, 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 down. You can do it that way. And I'm taking my head down the back of my head for the girls that are listening. But there's so many ways they could have prepped her hair. There's no.
They could have wrapped that. They could have wrapped her hair.
Thank you.
They could have
molded it. Yeah.
Could it have been going down the back of her neck and just kept it out of the shot?
No, that always looks bad.
There's no reason to, because look, we all work in different aspects of theater, and I work in the hair wig department at my theater, and we get people with locks, we get people with long thick hair, and either straight, curly, coils, kinky. You have to figure out how to get that under that wig. And those wigs are measured for those people's heads. So you got to get it under there. So there's no reason. There's no reason. I'm upset. Because why you got my girl out here looking like this? Like she got a basketball on the back of her head.
No, you know what she looked like? She looked like she was just born and no one shaped her head properly.
Yeah.
So
It
was a slope.
She looked like a small little cone head.
And they knew they had no coverage because they was like, damn, we got to put this shot in. Straight from the side, the profile shot.
Right.
Yeah, the side shot was
I was like, you
wild.
see her head?
It was wild. And time constraints, you're like, sometimes I I just want one black person, not a person, a black person on the set.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be divided, but like,
and maybe there was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we
Okay.
really think of all of the conversations
I
that
don't
we
know.
have listened to
I'm about to
of,
look
you know,
up.
that this has been part of current new Star Trek backstage
Mhm.
talk from all of the prominent black women who have been in Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle Hurd, most prominent, probably, right?
Yeah.
Is there a real possibility that this is still
happening?
like that they
Yes.
don't have black people doing hair on the show?
yes,
I could believe it. I
Yes.
could believe it.
Mm.
It's a real possibility that there's a lack of that across the board. Like, just in
we believe
general,
that across the board, but
right? But yes, in hair, like in makeup, like it's a thing. Like, it's just basic fashion show. You know that you have multi-ethnic models. Why is an MUA, a makeup
Mhm.
artist, only bringing shades up to
right.
Ibiza tan? Like, what are we
Mhm.
doing? Like, it just happens. And I get it that people may not feel that they have the agency to say, hey, that
Mhm.
side profile on that head is a bit
Big. And
unfortunate.
and you saying that, Lanita, is literally like, did no one on set like question like
No
why
one.
this looks like that? Or did they just not have time? They were
That's
like,
what
we
I'm
gotta
saying.
go.
Like,
We gotta go.
like, we have a schedule. This is it. And
yeah.
okay, I will only give you like mustard seed of grace
Mhm.
for we didn't have time.
Yeah.
But also, before you didn't have time, you had time.
Yeah, because that wig was built, so it took time.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean,
All right,
I
so-
think
so-
that they must have thought it's one episode and it'll be quick, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but that's not
Don't-
what ended up happening.
Yeah,
But don't
she's
they know
in
Star
it the
Trek
whole
fans?
time.
Right.
Like Star Trek, like that's all nerds obsess over
Yeah.
the
On the
smallest thing.
minutia, yeah.
You literally just like Spock's hair seemed to be extra curly in that single
Right,
episode.
that's
Yeah.
Is that his hair? Like,
Yes.
we're insane.
This is what we
are
do.
psychos. Yeah, and that's why I felt so bad for Celia, because I adore her. I adore
Yes.
them. I should
Oh,
say them.
absolutely.
I adore them so much. And they have really brought Uhura back in a way that is so satisfying and gratifying. So I gotta give them their props for that. And I will say there was maybe one other hairstyle I didn't really appreciate for her.
Which
and
one?
then the rest were great.
Which one were you not?
The second episode, the Bantu knots. And I'm gonna tell you
Interesting
why.
choice.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Uh-huh.
I did not really care for it. I like the idea of the Bantu knots on her. It's a cultural thing.
Correct.
Harkens back to Africa, all of that. Girl, I was doing research on Bantu knots, and I was like, oh, I learned so much. So apparently, Bantu is basically the majority of the languages that are spoken in Africa, and that's where the name comes from. Also, they can be called Zulu knots. But the hairstylist, I feel like, because it looks like a wig, the Bantu one. It looks like a wig because one is sitting on top of her hair.
Correct.
These sections are not defined. I feel like they're not defined. I feel like they don't have any rhyme or reason or pattern to them. They're just kind of triangles and shapes all over Uhura's head.
But to clarify, this is her hair during the wedding section.
During the wedding,
correct.
during the wedding. Okay. And also, it looks like they use almost no gel or edge control to manipulate and slick the sections. It just looks very dry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, is this harkening back to maybe a cultural way of doing it? Like, is this cultural specific? No, not that I could find. Every image that I could find of a Black woman or African woman having a Bantu knots, that's those sections were clean. They were crisp. They were gelled. They were pomaded. They had product. There was product used to control the hair and put it into that knot. So I don't know. It just looked bad. It looked dusty.
You know what it looked like? It looked like there was a twist out, right? Like when you don't necessarily need defined sections if you're doing a twist out, because in the morning you're going to take that out, you're going
And
to
it's
do it, and
fluff
it's going to
it.
be big and fluffy. And the
Yeah.
thing, Bantu knots are are made to, you're going to do that style and it's going to stay in your hair for a week. It's not just a, oh, I'm
Yeah.
throwing this in one day. So it has to be
Yeah.
tight and crisp and
Exactly.
shiny. And if
And
she's going
also,
to a wedding,
right. I was just gonna say, why is it not
though,
refined?
also it would have been a little bit of shine. Like that's always my thing.
It
Why is the
looked
hair got to look
dusty.
so dry?
It looked
Because
dry.
it's not. I hate when
And
my hair. I like right now. I'm like, ooh, she needs
no,
some.
but your hair does not look like that. I'm looking at you right now. I can attest to the listeners for not looking at the YouTube version. Lanita hair looks good. Like it looks nice and all evenly
I'm, like all
shaped.
day long. I'm like
Yes,
fluffing, making
you
sure that the
fluffed
things are in the
and it's
places.
perky. It's not dry. you know that. Yeah, I think the best way I could describe that is like dusty and what the hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can tell it's a wig.
Weirdly, on the
Yeah.
topic of Bantu knots, in the autobiography of Benjamin Sisko, they make Derek Tyler Attico, friend of the pod, makes a point of saying that Sisko's younger sister's hairstyle of choice as she becomes a teenager into adulthood is Bantu knots.
Oh, okay. There you go. She
Wow.
gets
History.
I love Bantu knots. I think the
Wow.
style itself is beautiful,
Yes.
but
This
I don't know what they
this
did.
didn't hit it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's always the thing. When it's a wig, it seems like they don't have the proper people, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like we call like plucking the edges, like making sure, like if you've got a lace front, making sure that it's not just a harsh line going across.
Yeah.
So you sit there and you pluck those edges to make it look like this is hair growing naturally out of the scalp. And with wigs that need to have parts, I feel like they think that you're going to be able to see through, right? Like,
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, she's bald. Yay,
Right.
good on her. She painted her head green
Her
so
whole-
that
Yes.
so
Yeah.
that when the braided wig goes down and they
Right.
part it, the scalp is green.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can
we're not asking Celia to shave their head.
Sure not.
But the hairstylist should have prepped them accordingly and put some makeup on the cap or
exactly. There's so many things you can do to make it seem like it's a scalp.
There's a scalp, yeah.
Like you want to use a hose that is more closely resembled to her skin tone. Over
paint the
hair.
Lace with some powder. You can what is it now? They have all these the lace things that basically melt the lace, all of that. It's really no excuse why these first two wigs on Celia look the way they do. Especially the rest of the season where Celia is wearing majority looks like their hair.
Like looks like their hair.
It, like the braids.
The half
everything.
braid.
The half up, half down.
Down, correct.
Now I'm like, oh, y'all got product here?
You can
product
tell.
down.
There is
dry.
edge control. There's edge control with them parts going back.
There's gel. Yes, pomade, whatever. Like somebody used something. Somebody had the Murrays. Like, hello. So I don't know.
But what do we think of Uhura's? So if we sort of zoom out from the technicalities of it, she's on there's a larger hair journey, as a larger story being told of her character growth, the character change and growth shown reflected in her change of hair over time. Does that feel effective?
I think so. Overall, yes. I think the execution sometimes is not a hit, but I think from going from her season 1 look where Uhura has a very short cut to growing it out, having, playing with different styles, different protective styles. I think it's one way to show her culture because, Uhura is not an American Black woman. She's from Africa. She's from Kenya. And so it helps illustrate that just visually without her saying a word about it. It also, I like to see that later progression from when she goes into the more 60s vibes. Does that denote a cultural?
I think they've told us that we'll never see her in a beehive.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I don't think that we'll ever see her in a Michelle style hair.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I have mixed feelings. I haven't.
Because you want to see it because
I might fangirl. I might fangirl a little bit. That's all. For the cosplay vibes.
Yeah. I feel like, but I also feel like the Nichelle Nichols hair is more mature woman. She's still
young.
a young woman.
Yeah.
Like that style is really
it would age her.
Correct. But also I think that she is still fun and flirty and just like the utilitarianism of like when it was half braids out and then when they went to fight it wasn't still out, it was pulled back like oh no, I'm pulling this back because now I've got to battle,
to do some action.
Correct. And it made sense when they're all in their regular clothes in the bar. Hair
oh my
is
God.
what that was my favorite. I said
the outfits.
Yeah.
The outfits and that hair that you put in the chat, Mike Jones, like that the hair is perfection.
Yes,
I was like
in the orange.
Yes.
Oh my God, I just saw this one with the Photoshop.
Yeah, I just Googled Uhura hair. No, and I just it was on Reddit.
It looks like a grandma.
No, she looks like she's from the 90s, and that is Vanjie's hair. She is a Vanjie girl from the 90s.
Also, she looks like I went to high school with her.
Yeah.
Let me explain. So it's on Reddit, but someone took a picture of Celia Rose Gooding and photoshopped Nichelle Nichols' 1960s hair onto her, and that's what we're looking at. And she looks like a Ronette.
Yes.
I kind of hate it, but I kind of live at the same time. Maybe I just want this for myself.
Yes, you should. Maybe that should be your next.
Let me ask this: if the producers have said, I believe, and I can't quote where, but that we will never see Celia in a Nichelle style beehive. Do we feel like this is because the actress doesn't want to do it? Or do we feel like this is a statement on the part of the show or the actress with regards to natural hair versus straight and relaxed? Or like, is there more to this? Or is it that's
a good question.
Now that you're saying that, I feel like there was some statement made by Celia early days of Strange New World saying that they wanted to eke out their own path with Uhura with the hair and not really go into a lot of wig wearing initially. So I remember that statement. I don't remember about the Nichelle's style specifically. So that might be a separate thing. But I always assumed that they weren't going to wear wigs at all or have long hair. So I guess maybe Celia just personally wanted to change. From my memory, I feel like it was more of a Celia thing, like about the hair and the wigs.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I like the fact, I like the fact that I think that getting to see everybody in their younger formative selves, we get to see the growth of them. And I think that not seeing Uhura until that time where it's like a change, like I don't want to see them in a beehive. I don't. I want to see the exploration of Black hair in this way. And I love the fact that if not every episode, every other episode, the hairstyle change, because that's real talk. Because at the end of the day, Black women are like, I can do so much with this 4C hair. Okay. It's the best. It can get straight. It can get braided. It can get twisted. It can get poofed. It can grow. Like the fact that there was a point where it's like, ooh, my hair got long. I was like, yes.
If a hair comes in like 26-inch braids on the bridge, I'm gonna jump up and scream.
I'm gonna need you just to
enjoy.
Ring a ding.
Well, I'll be like,
look, it happened.
Like what Michael Burnham just come on the bridge.
Yes, that is correct. But that's what I loved about Burnham too, where it was like
that was a moment for me.
Like I get it, the first wig we all know tragic, but then they got it right. Then they got it right, and then there was an exploration again. Black women in their hair. I love it.
Well, and also this is character change, and this is character growth, and this is time passing.
Yeah,
correct.
It's doing so many things.
Here's a question: what if we see Celia in the Nichelle Nichols hair from the motion picture.
I would love the 70s afro.
Yeah.
I feel like we might get that before we get the beehive.
Yes, correct.
I think so.
That is harkening back to, Black
Natural.
culture, a lot
Correct.
more, natural hair. And I think that's Celia's jam a lot more than the straight beehive situations.
Absolutely. All right. Let's move on to another lady on the bridge. Number 1.
Yeah.
Who had some hair moments this season.
I'm a maid, call me Olga.
Okay, she turned in that butter, baby.
I'm going to farm on the field.
I want to fight the hair team. I want to fight them. Like, either these women have abused this hair team, or this hair team has it out for these actors. Like, these actors have done something to them.
Okay, so Mike Jones has put the Swiss Miss hair.
Baby!
I'm telling you, I needed clogs.
Baby, that's the rings of Saturn.
Shuttle to Canfora.
Yes.
Which is actually a terrific Una episode. Una is the captain of the ship in this episode. She's sitting in the captain's chair the whole episode. It's about her and Ortegas on the bridge.
Yeah.
It's a great thing between them. I love it. But this is a controversial braid.
Why?
Can you
why did we do this?
Imagine this episode, Anna Rozay, and explain this braid to me.
Why did we give her Mary Milkmaid braid? Like, why is she in the Renaissance and on the farm at the same time? Why are we doing this? She could have had so my theory on why everybody's hair was very specific in this episode, because even La'an, I think, had like a low bun or something instead of her like high pony or low pony situation. Because remember in this episode, they do the anti-grav scene towards the end, and they didn't want to animate that hair. That's my thought process.
I think you're right.
Correct.
And
wait, I'm sorry. Explain this again. I missed what you said.
So
you went right over my head.
So at the I can't with you. So in this episode, remember Ortega wants to like save Pike and Banga on the planet. And she does the thing to get the Klingons to chase after them so they can ramp up and like warp the ship into the atmosphere. So as they do that, the gravity of the ship, like everybody on the bridge starts floating. So I think the reason why they gave everybody like tight hairstyles and Una specifically this ugly braid, because they didn't want to animate hair flowing in 0G.
You've broken his brain. Look at his face. He's
Yeah.
So, because you notice all of the women, which I also love that most of the bridge is mostly women. I love that.
Correct.
But all of them have very tight to the head hairstyles. Uhura's hair is that half up, half down. It's curled, so it's not going to be flowy.
It's not floating. It's tight.
Right. So that's why they gave it to her, but they could have gave her anything. They could have gave her anything. I saw a lot of people comparing this to Princess Leia's Empire back crown braid. The key difference in that hair and why that hair works is because you can see Leia's hairline. This is right on Una's hairline. It is not flattering. It ages her. It makes her look like the that chick from Shrek,
from Shrek, the barmaid. Yes, the ugly
like,
sister.
Are we trying to like? Rebecca Romijn is one of the most gorgeous women in Hollywood. Like, that's Mystique, and we trying to look like
that is Mystique. That is the Mystique. Original. What?
And we
show
and we
some
trying to make
damn
her look
respect,
like baby. We trying to make her look like Mistake. Like, why are we doing this? like, stop it. Stop it. The hair team, I'm talking to y'all right now. The hair team of Strange New Worlds. Y'all need to either inbox me right now and tell me what's going on that set. Are y'all fighting with these actors? Or y'all just trying to fuck them up. Like, what is it? What's going on?
Oh my God.
That's amazing. And we've seen her in an updo, like a bun before.
Yes!
They could have just done that again.
Yes!
No, she was trying something new that day. She said, you know, I want to be what is it? A provincial.
The only barnyard.
I want to be in Belle, this, same provincial town.
Baby. She want to guest star and
I want to sing through the hills with the sound of music.
Oh my God.
My God.
Girl.
Well, so the rest of the season, her hair is good.
pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, talk to us about what we think is happening with Rebecca Romaine and her real hair and the Una hair. Like, this is all just a wig. This is like a lace front situation. Is this?
I have been trying to figure this out for like 3 seasons. I really have.
Please.
I can't
share
tell.
With us your musings.
I can't tell. It has to be a wig, right? Because she's blonde.
Yes.
Offset.
Right.
Yes.
But the hairline is immaculate, and like it's snatched a lot of the time because she wears those up styles or the pony or, like we said, the bun. So you see her hair, her dark hairline a lot of the times. The only thing that maybe, if it's not a wig, because it just looks too good, it just looks too real.
I don't know.
Maybe they're spraying her hair with some kind of black hairspray, the old drag trick. But I don't I can't figure it out. It looks so good. It's either the
uphairdo.
I'm looking at the up hairdo. That can't be a wig. That is that
be.
woman's hairline.
It's coming out her scalp.
You can literally see the little. Okay, so we all know that women start to go bald in like their temple area, and I'm looking at the temple, and it's like, yeah, they had to do a little brush over
not just women.
Well, whatever. Yes. No, listen, no. With men, y'all go bald like. You get the homie the clown. You get the Sherman Hemsley. You sometimes get the Dracula situation.
Sherman Hemsley.
Oh my God.
I hate you so much right now. Oh my God. The Jeffersons and Amen.
One of the greatest shows ever. One of the greatest shows ever. I don't know if it's a wig.
It has
it's
been
a good
perplexing
wig.
me. If it's a wig, it's a really good one, and you
it's
have
really
good wigs, but like it just shows the extremes on this show, right?
Yeah,
we can have really good hair for one character in the same scene, and what the fuck is happening over here?
Correct.
Like in the same exact scene, in the same exact episode. So it's very possible because anytime Rebecca Romaine is in an interview, her hair is blonde and bleached and highlighted. So,
but here's the thing: aren't these interviews happening after the season?
After the season,
yeah,
so maybe
that's true.
But it's very hard to revert. It's very damaging to
the back and forth. Her gorgeous, healthy hair.
Maybe it's a pigment.
Wait, didn't she insert your a demi-permanent situation?
Yeah, maybe.
Look at me knowing hair things.
I sounded so old saying that.
You did.
Rinse.
It's a rinse.
But I gotta be honest, like her hair is so like that sort of like full long dark hair.
That blowout.
Even if it is sort of more dramatic than Majel's was, is
very harkening back.
Part of the iconic look of that character is how we know it's the same character that we saw in the cage.
Yep.
And I think they do a great job of making that connection.
And they have workshopped it because in Discovery, remember when she first shows up, it was a lot more curly, tightly curled. Now it's a lot more blowed out and loose and flowy. Yeah. And I think that's a lot more flattering on Rebecca.
I think it was a wig in Discovery.
Oh, for sure. That was so wiggy. That was a drag wig.
Yeah.
with the hump, the volume right here, and the side part. I was like, yes, work.
Little back tease.
Little comb, yes.
Going back to the milkmaid look, because I just can't leave it alone.
I want her to take the braid off and whip.
Yes, correct. And she's gonna hold it out. Exactly.
Like a lasso. Do you wonder also, I mean, I think you're probably actually right about the anti-grav moment with the tight hair, but I also wonder because in that episode, she is so severe, like her character is severe. She is in this, like, authority. She's in this battle of wills with Ortegas in a way where she has to be like, her decision-making is stone cold. And we actually see a lot of that from Una this season, where she is the person like, I am willing to make the cold, hard decision that needs to be made. I can do the thing that nobody wants me to do, even though I know that it's right. And I wonder, I hope this wasn't a choice to cut into the femininity of her hair as a way of empowering her.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I hear exactly what you're saying. Because if that's what they were thinking, that's messed up. Because I feel like when she's got her hair down and whatever, she's just as commanding, if not
Very
more
much
so, because I love being bossed around by women, and not in a weird way. Like, I just prefer bosses who are women. I've mostly worked in positions where women have been in positions of authority over me, and I just love being led by a woman because I feel like shit is gonna get done. And like, there's like you get your questions answered. There's like, I don't know. Not that men aren't that way either, but these are the environments that I'm used to working in the industry that I'm in. Like, that's just who usually is in positions of authority. So to take her, if that's what they were thinking, to take her femininity, quote unquote, away by taking the long hair, putting it up into this very stern, also aging look, is crazy. If that's what they thought they needed to do to make her come across as like an authoritarian or like someone that is going to lay down the law per se, or look the role. I hope not, but also, why this choice? They could have did anything to keep her hair from to stop from having to animate her hair. They could have did a low bun, which probably would have been more flattering. They could have did did this, but just pushed it away from her hairline. You know,
maybe that was maybe pushing it away from her hairline made it too glamour, right? Like, think about it. When you have that braid, it's like, oh, I'm gonna be a bridesmaid or a bride, and next thing you know, I've got right. And then it was also when you said like they could have done something else with her hair, but not necessarily take away her femininity. If you think about Janeway as the only other like white woman captain that we have who has hair, whenever her hair was sort of flowy, it was like off duty. But when she was on the bridge, if it wasn't in like I'm in a bun, it was like tight.
It was confined.
It was confined. Like, there's something about it. Like, I think as a captain, you can't be so loose and wibbly wobbly.
Right.
Like, Burnham was really the only one who was like, these braids are gonna move. This is what it is.
And I feel like you get whispers as you watch Star Trek that like hair has certain regulations, but they're very ill-defined for the show and for the franchise.
Right.
It's not military. It's not military.
Yeah,
where it's like inch off the collar.
Because sometimes they make you believe that women in service have to like have their hair away and out their face, but then you get contradictions to that, even with Una. So I don't know what they were thinking. It's really hard to like land on like an explanation for this, but I definitely see what Damian is saying. Like, that could be their thought process, that like, oh, if we make her look hard, she'll come off as, this like boss. But I'm like, you didn't need to do that, please.
Yeah, you're muted, Amazon.
Sorry, I was coughing. I just forgot to. I would have loved to have been in the room where they
decided that.
Decided, yeah. I mean, someone thought a thought process went into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they said it would look like this, and when it was actually executed, it came out this
different.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think anybody intentionally wants to make anyone look unattractive, but I also don't know. I would think that there is so much research and planning done for these things, but maybe not based on streaming, right? Like with a movie.
Oh, maybe.
Like I think of like Ruth E. Carter, who's like, I am doing the costuming for Black Panther. I am doing so much research. I am making sure that every choice that is made is intentional. Hair, makeup, fabric, And I would think that they're doing that too on television shows where you're creating a world. Like, it's not just, oh, it's 2000. We can look at, like, Star Trek is a universe of creation. And yes, we have historical facts and films be like, oh, this is what they were doing then, but wouldn't you want just a little more extra oomph? Like, how many storyboards were there? I know you had to try the hair and take a picture. Somebody had to approve it. I think that it looked good. But why wasn't there 2 other people who gave their opinion as well and be like, ma'am, sir, No.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you need a hairline.
and did Rebecca like this? Like,
No.
you know, like
I would
want
say
to.
no.
I like. I know this will probably never happen because when an actor is on a TV show, rarely do they speak any
Correct.
kind of negative about it. But I would love to hear her thoughts on this hair because a lot of people have been talking about this since it happened. It's just like glaringly bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was her idea.
Maybe.
Like, why don't I ever get my
Maybe.
hair?
Maybe.
You know, like who knows?
Now, wouldn't that be a turn?
I would
would be
just
a
shut
turn.
up. I would just
I'd be like,
say, well,
no,
girl,
no.
I'd
I'd
be
say
like, we all make mistakes. I've had some bad hair in my life. I've got a lot of
then we've
documentation
all made
of bad hair.
mistakes.
that I've
she is Mistake now. She's not Mystique anymore. She is Mistake. She made a mistake. Mm-hmm.
Lots of us
Speaking
have
of-
bad hair and don't have a team to blame.
True.
Let's move on
That's why I shave
to
mine off.
same. Let's move on to Nurse Chapel, who got longer hair this season, and it especially
she got bangs, right?
She always had, but did she always have bangs? I think she always had. Well, no, she really got
the bangs are new.
You're right. Yeah.
her curtain bangs.
Her curtain bangs are new.
Isn't that what they say that when you're going through something or you go through a breakup,
you
you
get
get
bangs?
bangs?
I mean, hello.
Hey.
Hello. Because I honestly think she got with this new guy, and then remember when she was walking down the hallway chasing La'an? La'an, I heard you with Spock. So yada yada la 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 la. Is he thinking about me? Girl, leave that man alone. Leave him alone. I was tired of her the whole season. She don't want Spock, but then she low-key wants to know everything that he's going, like what's going on with him, like how's he, like what is he thinking? All up in La'an's business. La'an was like, girl, pay it. She said, don't do it. I also did not like that. The La'an Spock thing. Like Spock, look, I'm gonna say it because this is the gay podcast and we can talk a little, a little raunch. But Spock, they have turned Spock into community dick. I'm tired of it. He is not for everybody. He is for the streets. I'm tired of what they have done to my man this season. Like, if I have to share Spock with the whole world, I also don't want to share him with everybody on the Starship Enterprise. Like, Jesus,
my
like
God.
It's crazy.
That's true.
He literally is using La'an as a rebound, and she's like, yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm pissed because La'an and Erica are supposed to be my queer representation. That's the vibes that I was getting. And
I never got that particular vibe between them, but
not between them, but separately. Yes.
But I have
and
that
even
issue with
Una.
Ortega's in general that she is queer coded in so many ways
and nothing
has no love life.
Nothing. Her
Listen,
and that's why
the whole show
Ortega's
is love life
is
except
like,
Ortega's.
Yep. And that's why her personality is just to fly the ship because they know they have literally built the quintessential stereotypical looking lesbian, but they're scared to do queer representation.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
This show pisses me off. It's Strange New Worlds is a reaction to the hate and vitriol that Discovery got. Let's just say that. And a lot of the course correction that happens in Strange New World is in direct response to the vocal minority on Twitter and other outlets hating on Discovery, hating on the people of color, hating on the women, hating on the queerness. And now you have characters that look like they should be queer, smell like they should be queer, but baby, what's sex?
Right.
Who's that? A woman.
Right.
I fucked the ship. What you mean? Like, no, never. So
well, and also the thing is that you see that, and I don't actually have any real knowledge of what kind of diversity is going on in that writer's room, but it feels very the idea, I almost feel like queer men are easier to write for men of all kinds, whereas queer women, like, what do you do without a man involved? What is left without a man involved? So like it feels extra foreign for a male-dominated writer's room to give a queer woman, and also we don't necessarily know that Ortegas is queer.
She is. She's a big fat fucking dyke.
To our
Don't-
sensibilities, she feels it.
No, I'm not gonna
Wait,
let
wait,
you.
what-
I am
what?
not. I am
That's your
I'm
head
not,
canon.
I'm not gonna let you sit here. We don't even know if Ortegas is queer. If
they put a man next to that woman, I'ma scream. I'ma pull out the gun.
She is a full-on card-carrying dyke. She, in her off time, wears
Yes.
combat
She is
boots,
playing in a
blue
motorcycle.
jeans, white
And fixes
tees,
motorcycles.
correct, and has a cigarette pack
That-
in the 1950s
with no
rolled in her
sexuality to
sleeve.
her at all.
Okay. And her strap is as big as the nacelle.
Correct. Are you ready for injection? What? Are you kidding me? She is a Homo sapien. There's nothing else you can tell me. And here's the thing about La'an, I would have given her lipstick lesbian. But I can see her being pansexual, being like, I date across the spectrum.
Yeah.
Una is, I'm an equal opportunity lay. She said, you have to titillate my mind.
Because Una has tendencies too. Una, I'm like,
Well,
that's
her-
a queer woman.
Her man
Yes.
is a Vulcan. Is that
yeah,
for
the
sure?
little Vulcan guy, right?
Little Vulcan, because
But clearly he impressed her in ways we will never know.
that is
Short
correct.
king.
And it started with her mind. And she said, ooh, I'm intrigued.
Baby, my male sex must be crazy.
Also, because if you're Rebecca Romaine, like who is on par?
No one.
Physically
Nobody.
speaking, like who is a specimen enough to
her ex-husband. Oh, are they still married?
No,
because she's with Jerry
I
O'Connell.
think
he's Jerry O'Connell.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
O'Connell
she's
now.
with Jerry O'Connell.
You know what? That's the crossover.
The cartoon
we need.
version of her husband, however.
Exactly. We need
Correct.
the cartoon
Yes.
version of her husband. Well, he's kind of ripped in real life too. Well, he's fit.
But he's not hot. Like she's a
No.
model. Like she's
I
an
feel
I'm
like-
like I'm not even trying to be like
Yeah.
she's international model hot.
For sure.
That's like
Yeah.
Giselle Bundchen dating Tom Brady is the weirdest
Yeah.
fucking thing to me.
Yeah.
He looks like Skeletor.
Oh my god.
And I'm not saying that like I find her to be like I want to drop my drawers, but she's conventionally beautiful. Why are you with this man who looks like he needs a burger? Like,
But you talking about Jerry O'Connell?
no, I'm talking about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I don't know. We switched to Tom Brady.
We switched models, but I'm just saying like
Got
that
it.
match to me does not match either.
Yeah.
But I guess
Opposites attract.
Reigns and beauty, whatever. Okay.
Well, in Jerry O'Connell's defense, because I used to watch
He's
him
attractive.
growing up.
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
he's
Sliders,
Sliders.
Yes.
baby, he was gorgeous. I think he'd been out in the sun too long.
Okay. Nurse Chapel.
Anyway, yes.
Bring us back, Mike Jones.
Right.
Yes.
I did that.
You did it.
circled his
You
back.
did
I
it.
circled his back. It was always a wig, whether it was the bangs or the side. Like
He's always had a wig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
What's her hair in
Can
real
we
life?
stop? I'm sorry.
I think
Can
it's
we
like orange or coppery.
maybe.
Well, we
Can
see
we-
her as kind of a redhead in the final episode.
Mhm.
Can we
which was
stop
gorgeous.
with the hairstyle that isn't a hairstyle, which is
The beach waves.
I
the
want them
beach
gone.
waves.
I want them. That is not
Yeah.
a hair. That is lazy, and I
Yeah.
hate the fact that that has become the.
It's-
I can wear that hair on the red carpet. No, you can't. You're in a $15,000 gown. Do your fucking hair.
It's a woman who's too scared to have curls.
It's heinous.
It's like you're indecisive about the hairstyle you want, so you're like put an
Do
iron
the-
through it for like 2 seconds,
And then the ends are sort of.
bent and straight, and it was very loosey goosey this season. Like it was like barely bent. Like they put the iron through it like boop, like very quickly.
I would have preferred just the curtain bang, like Farrah Fawcett.
Maybe a little flippy. Yeah.
Yes, and been done.
It just looked undone.
It looked undone the entire season,
hmm
except for her wedding.
Her wedding hair was beautiful. I will say, I did
Yes.
like that. That was a very interesting style. Now that wig, again, that wig had a part with the braids. You couldn't see, the understructure or the cap or things like that. Now that looked like that was coming out of her scalp.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like the inconsistency in execution is very like interesting for me with this show. It's like some people look fucked up and then some people look gorgeous, and it can't really like delineate why.
Well, in that same episode, I just want to acknowledge how great Reese Darby looked as
Mm-hmm.
Trelane. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was
The
clearly a
mutton
wig.
chops. Yeah.
The mutton chops, like the
Stunning.
curly bouffant, like
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel like it was
Yeah.
a singular piece. Like it felt like the mutton chops were like it wasn't put on
Moving.
separately. It was like
yeah.
it was all together.
Uh-huh.
And that's
Mhm.
why it looked so good because there wasn't any break. Or if it was a break, it was not like the mutton chop stop here. It
Yeah.
was like maybe as I'm thinking back to like face off days, like you don't put the split down the middle. You like off center it so your eye is tricked into whatever it is. He looks great.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at the shot of them, the three of them
like
together, like in the wedding scene.
Mm-hmm.
Chapel's hair.
He was the best part of that episode in
it
general.
was. Yeah,
And then my cue coming in at the end made me
I
tee.
did like that. That
I
yeah,
loved it.
I
I
did
loved
mind
it.
that.
that was good. Q's hair was terrible though. Um, okay, are there other characters we need to cover? Who had
So we're
significant
not talking
hair?
about significant hair. Ortegas's hair always looks good. I
Or
think that
always looks good.
I love the
And
side.
I
Yeah,
love that
the
the
shaved
look
on
that
the
they've given her.
side.
I just don't love that. I don't love that they can't deliver on everything that it implies.
Absolutely.
I did love Mbanga's hair in the murder mystery with the headband.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
that's a whole other
Bro.
conversation. Like, yeah,
Oh, okay,
that
okay.
episode, you're right. Yeah, let's get into it. Like his hair was amazing.
Hmm.
Everybody, like all of the
Everybody, yeah.
everybody.
Hmm.
In the show within a show, like the women have those crazy,
but that
60s.
was perfection.
It was
Yeah.
I
exactly
loved
right.
I loved the chapel wig that
Same.
was comedy
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
on the bridge of the fake
The
Enterprise.
two
That was
Mhm.
rolls.
it was so
Mm-hmm.
stupid looking that was in
Yeah.
such a like tongue-in-cheek kind of way that I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know we talked about this when we talked about the episode, but the Gene Roddenberry like hair, the crazy hair
Hmm.
that
Perfection.
Pike had. I mean, yeah, just they really knocked that whole episode out of the park.
I
Although,
also loved Una in that episode.
Her
I
hair
thought
was
she looked
good. And her
gorgeous.
dress.
Her hair was good,
yes,
and it was like it was. I mean, she was Lucille Ball
Right.
in that, and I think that they were like, I think they were smart to make her that kind of. Was that like a honey blonde? They weren't. It
It was
wasn't towards
almost
the red.
right. It was like a strawberry blonde, more a little red, but still not super red. And it also
They
wasn't
didn't
like
want to
a
do too heavy a hand on that
yeah. It
comparison.
also
yeah,
wasn't like a super Lucy specific style, but you knew who she was trying to convey.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Um, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't have anything else to say about it. It's just it was great.
Yeah.
They got the
I
era. It
They
was
got the
awesome.
era, the costuming, the set. Great. That episode, chop.
Really? I was okay.
Chop.
Listen, you know what it kind of reminded me of. It's like they tried to have a through line for the season, but
Hmm.
each
Mm,
episode was a different genre of Star Trek,
Yeah.
and that's where it got hibbledy pibbledy, right? Like
mm,
there wasn't just this is Strange
Story.
New Worlds. It was like
This
this is
is a
Strange
gimmick.
New World in a 60s holodeck program a
Yeah.
la original series. This
Right.
right.
is Star Trek in a let's deliver a weapon of mass destruction, speaking on what we do in this world. Which, mind you, I actually like that episode because I like the little remind me of a whale situation, like we're
Uh-huh.
taking it somewhere else. But harkening back to something else. Like each episode was like a capsule, even though there was a quote unquote kind of through line through
Yeah.
it. I don't
Mhm.
know if you necessarily needed to watch it in order. This season wasn't like a you
No.
have to watch it in order type of deal.
Yeah. I feel
I
like
like
the only episodes that really, really, really connect, I feel like were that Temple one and the finale.
The Vesda.
because they went back
Yeah.
to the same place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You needed to see the first
Yeah.
temple to get to the last one.
Yeah. Everything else was
Should
kind
we
of
do
like its own thing.
our favorites and least favorites of the season in terms of hair?
Yes.
All hair but the first hair of Uhura.
Is all hair is
Uh
your favorite?
No,
all hair.
all of Uhura's hair except
Oh.
the first hair
Got it.
Was like that one and the band too. Like I like the idea of it, but as Anna said, like the execution was poor. But I love the exploration of her hair and what it spoke to in her character and like using it through the season. And I'm always gonna love Ortega's because I love a strong power dyke hair situation.
Yes.
And I like the fact that on the planet, when she was stuck with the Gorn, it was not as coiffed. It
Coiffed.
was like windblown and I'm out in this element and you could tell that it was dirty or like there was dust. Not that it was dirty, but like there was dust
Debris.
and debris in it. Like
She's got a little
sweat.
bit. There's almost like a Jimmy Neutron wave
Like
going
a little
on.
flip, yeah.
Yeah.
Pompadour or whatever.
You know what? Also, is that her hair is naturally like white or silver, right?
Really?
Oh,
Actress Melissa Navia has white. Yeah,
really?
And the Google.
yeah.
is
So whenever you
amazing.
see her, she has
Got
like
it.
a premature kind of gray situation.
Also, she
So
Oh.
I almost
it.
wonder if the shaved sides are to keep it
At
black. Do
bay.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
As opposed to not show roots where it would be short.
Got it. Do you think the top is like a piece then?
I
You
mean,
think
you're
she
the
dyes
expert.
it?
That's why
It
I
doesn't
invited
look.
you. I
It,
don't fucking know.
it doesn't look like one. That's what I'm saying. Like, huh? That never occurred to me. It looks like her
I think she
hair.
dyes. I think she dyes
So
it in
that's what I'm
season.
saying. It has to be dyed.
And it gets
You
her
was-
natural color back.
See how I broke your brain? You're breaking my brain. 'Cause now I'm like
I
considering.
wasn't
a
trying to
whole-
imply. I wasn't trying to make implications.
I was like, wait, now I gotta look at this girl one more time. No, but I think favorite hair this season, I'm gonna pull one that's probably like not as in people's minds, but La'an's hair in the finale when they're undercover. And it's like loose and like got the beads or whatever in it. I thought that woman looked so stunning in that moment. I was like, oh, La'an. Least favorite.
Oh, they all had great hair when they went down.
They
the
did.
looks on that
They did.
planet.
They
Una
did.
in like a sari almost.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, but also can we talk about real quick about how they took out the guards and all the people around them looking at them never like acknowledged them breaking into this temple.
Yeah.
But
Not an
least
observant people.
favorite- not at all. Least favorite, I have to say the basketball wig for her. Why they had my girl out there like that? But I
Yeah.
think that's obvious. But yeah, those are my two.
I'll
You know-
say, no, go.
No. I was like looking at additional folks. I was like, I know what's her name? The one who became the statue. Bachel? No.
Batel.
Batel.
Bechtel test.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It just popped in my head. So terrible. I was like, her picture came up. I was like, she got the most boring ass hair. It's just
does.
brown and it's there.
And
Yeah.
kind of bent on the ends. It's like they got to her in the chair and was like, "Girl, just go."
It was like the Tyra makeover.
Well-
We think you're perfect just the way
Yes,
you are.
it was literally,
You don't need
you don't
anything.
need nothing.
Nothing.
There's so many,
favorite
so
part of
many
the makeover.
characters on this show that are making a reference to someone iconic that is of the past, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you got Uhura, you've got Una, you've got Chapel. Like they all have their hair needs to be something that is like making that is like making a statement, but is also making a reference to something that we know and is
Right.
familiar. Patel is like her own character, so her hair doesn't need to accomplish all of these things, so it can just be
Basic.
Basic.
Well, that's kind of the problem with her character is she's just kind
She's
of a basic. She's
Yes.
basic. Yeah. I mean, she
has
even had like
some-
a Gorn inside of her and it didn't make her interesting.
Thank you. Okay, because I feel bad when I talk about Batel and how boring of a character she is, and I'm like, the show is desperately, especially this season, trying to make me care about this character. So I'm so glad to hear you say that, because I feel like I'm being a bitch when I complain about Patel, and I'm like, this show is trying so hard, especially with the finale, to make this character important. When she had 3 ways to leave this show this season: either die from Gorn birth,
Yeah.
get her own ship, go back to her own ship, or she got promoted and now she's the head judge, advocate, whatever role.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
said no, she's gonna become the Dark Phoenix Christmas ornament in hell. In the Hellraiser universe.
You know what the thing is?
She's
she's
in
a
purgatory.
Starfleet captain who never got to be heroic once. Right?
That's
when you think
true.
about it, she's been in the series since the beginning. When was she a hero ever?
She's been a plot device. She's been
so she becomes so they had to give her something.
Right.
She had
was
to have
defined
a big heroic send off.
For so long. She was defined by Pike's girlfriend, and that's all she really was.
Yep.
And they wrote something for her, and she becomes a full like comic book character at the end, where she's just like, behold my power, she's like Storm, she's like
Sentinel.
Phoenix, she's like
she's not Storm. That's called Jean Grey. She becomes the Phoenix.
She becomes more Jean Grey.
Rogue.
Okay.
Is it
because
Rogue?
all she does is die.
Yeah, all she does is die and come back.
Yeah,
that's true.
But at the same time, like they tried to make her interesting because she's been known as just Pike's girlfriend. But what do they do in the vision that she gives Pike? Domestic as fuck.
Make her his wife.
So domestic, right?
Yeah, she's not even working anymore. She's just sitting at home waiting for him to get blown up. Like,
yeah,
So I was like, I don't care about this. Like they didn't show her living a life. They could have did a lot with that fantasy moment, and they just showed her aging and dying and telling him to move on. And I'm like, I still don't care about this person.
It's another example of when the writers have Starfleet captains have an idealized fantasy life. It is like in a house in the woods, lots, you know what I mean? It's like, why would that be their fantasy?
Her dream,
Because
you know what I mean?
Because they've lived a life of, okay, all right.
Of adventure.
At a certain point, you have to want to slow down. You have to be, like, where is Pike from? He's from what, Indiana? He's from...
I think,
Montana?
Or is Montana? There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
From the plains.
The Dust Bowl.
Correct. So he is used to this slower, sort of farmy life, and he decided to leave home and go out for adventure in the wide, wide world. And he gets all the accolades and he does all the things. He doesn't want, he's not a Klingon. He's not dying in battle. He wants to go back home to a place. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
He wanted this in the first episode. He wanted to go
in the
be
cage
with his horses.
Yeah,
he wants
it goes all the way back to the cage. It's built into the character. Like they give him the Telosians give him all these possible lives, and one of them is like feeding sugar cubes to the horse and having a picnic lunch.
Correct.
And,
that seems like a perfect afternoon.
Doesn't he tend to kill a lot of horses or have to put down horses? Did y'all remember that from the finale? Or was that the finale where he was like, oh yeah, or was it the documentary episode? I think it was the documentary episode where he was like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this reminds me of that time I had to put a horse. I was like, oh. Isn't that the second horse you talked about? Killing.
Sometimes.
I feel like this is like, I feel like I have heard this story from everyone I know who like grew up on a farm and had to like kill their pet pig.
I'm so sorry.
True.
I'm so sorry for your pet pig. But I feel like this is something that we like. I agree with you, Lanita. I think it stands to reason that when your life is like as a space adventurer, that you romanticize this and I feel like they use the same house. It's Burnham's house in Discovery.
That's a good fucking house.
She's got to go off with Zora.
Right.
It's Kirk and the Nexus have to go fight. What the fuck is his name?
Right.
Yeah. Is the Rikers at
Pizza Riker.
They don't stay there for very long.
I love Pizza Riker.
I mean, I kind of want to just hang out and live with Pizza Riker. I'll be honest.
Right.
I mean, yes.
And Picard's Vineyard is a version of it too.
Picard's Vineyard, that's a whole different level of like retirement, like going to walk through the fields and touching grapes. Like, yes, that's what I want to do. I want to go check my barrels and sip them. Like, I just think that that's what most people do when they retire, like after having such a high demand job.
Adventure,
Why do they buy boats?
I guess
they'll be out on the water.
I want to go be on that vineyard and have Laris in that sweet, soft, soothing voice tell me that I'm interesting.
Right. Oh my god! Poor Laris.
I mean, I get why they do it.
Laris.
It's contrast from like the cold metal ships. But it just seems weird to me that none of them have
any variance.
Yeah, none of them live in a city in a high rise. You know what I mean? Like that can also be wonderfully peaceful if that's your life. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. Anyway,
No, I understand. No. I understand. It's just like, I mean, hell, to
it's
retire into like a beat, like go to Tahiti with like and just be watching the waves
right.
hit the beat. Like
Because
I'm
I
selling
mean, I don't
seashells
know,
by
like
the seashore. Like,
Well, I gotta say, I spend my life in this like rude, nasty, loud city, dream with my upstairs, and when the time comes that I have to move there, I'm gonna be bored out of my mind. I know
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
it's true,
Well,
but you'll be
let's
old and it'll be fine.
hmm But I think the
so
difference here was that they weren't that old.
they're not that long.
They were like
Um
38 and they were like,
Like, they're
I'm
trying
living
to
in this
reel
cabin. I'm like, okay.
No, this has been a lovely bird walk.
He hates it when we bird walk.
Mike is so
I was-
sweet when he says, "Shut up, everybody."
Exactly.
I heard someone call it a turkey trot the other day. Maybe I'll steal that.
No,
Oh.
that
But-
sounds like we're going fast. Bird walk
It
is good because
does.
that's
It
what we
sounds
do.
like a-
We're meandering through the
We're
woods.
meandering like
I
a
don't think
bird.
it's- I don't
We
think
should be
it's
flying,
trot.
but we're not
It's
flying.
very fast.
We're walking.
No.
That's okay. Okay. My favorite from this season, I'm gonna say, Uhura. The question is which one, but not yeah,
Vulcan.
not the bad, wig cap Uhura.
You like the
but,
Vulcan Uhura.
I do actually like the Vulcan Uhura. Yeah,
That's
it had a lot
fly
of
fucking yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And for least favorite, I'm gonna have to go Vulcan Pike. Like it was just dumb. It was just a punchline. It made no sense.
Very big hair. Very
It was
big
like
hair.
Johnny Bravo hair.
It was Johnny Bravo hair.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah.
That has to be a side by side. That's exactly what that was.
I mean, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It was the
Yeah.
Paramount Mountain
Mhm.
on his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. What Picard threw Hey Arnold up to save them. That is one of the best advertisements for Paramount.
yeah.
Where
Yeah.
he takes, throw him. What's that? And, Sir Patrick Stewart throwing Hey Arnold in his football shaped head to them. I mean, come on. What is better than that? Sorry.
It's a fever dream of an ad.
Fever dream. Damian, did you say your best and worst?
Yeah, did you?
Oh, I didn't, and I've been all over the map, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna say when it comes out. I think my best is from Space Adventure Hour, and I think and I can't necessarily decide which one. I think I'm La'an. I think it was nice to see her sort of like
That was pretty.
Her Carmen
Where
San
the world
Diego
is Carmen
hat.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, it was just like it wasn't ridiculous, and it was like nice to see her like step out of herself.
Yeah.
and
That'd be so tight.
Mm-hmm.
yes, but also like I feel like her like tight braids. That's like the hair that I fantasized about having when I had long hair. I would have loved to have like it would have just made me look like bald as hell, but like I would have loved to have been able to do that.
I mean, you're on your way back.
Oh no, I'm going back
If I
to
show
New
up to
York.
this podcast.
No,
if I show
no,
up,
no.
Damian,
No, my long hair days are behind.
You need to have-
me.
Why?
You gotta have the pony too.
Yeah, little man bun. Why are the long days behind you? What's wrong with you?
Because I am a man in my early to mid late 40s,
Okay.
and the hair
You can go to
is
Turkey.
just not like
Listen,
what's that?
you can go to
Oh
Turkey.
yeah.
You can easily fix that situation.
Honestly,
The
the
recovery
hairline
time-
is pretty darn good, Damian.
Yeah.
Your hairline is pretty darn good. Like your recession points are barely there. Like you got a nice
Oh.
hairline.
Well, thank you. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. It doesn't feel that way, and it doesn't like and it just feels like when it's long, it is like I feel like too old to be doing it. So
I
don't know.
I
It
feel
makes me
that.
self-conscious.
I mean, it's your hair
And I
and you
also
have to
don't-
wear it. So
Yeah.
But I'll push for it. That's my
Right.
job.
You're pushing for the Fabio of all of the
I
fun that you did of it.
I do. I like the Fabio on you. Like it looks all right on
He's
Colby.
apparently
I
the
like-
only long-haired white man that she's ever seen.
Yep. It's the only one that I care about. He was on every romance novel in the 90s.
Right.
Oh,
Stuck
for
in
me,
my
it was
brain.
I can't believe it's not butter. Can't believe it's my
Spray.
That is.
And Una
that
was
is
there
correct,
with
too.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Black
Win,
Jones
Beyonce
spray, Anna,
fan.
thank you.
Oh, no.
Anna, did you say your best and worst? I don't even remember. I feel like
I did.
Yes.
I did. Ahura, the basketball wig, and
Yeah.
La'an's undercover finale. look.
Undercover finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. We've
Have
talked
they
about
kept-
hair for an hour
We
and a
have,
half.
but I have a question. Do they have the same team? Do we know if they have the same team for the entire 3 seasons, or was there
My hair
turnover?
team.
Yeah.
See, and I should have did this prior, but I was trying to Google it, and there's maybe I go to IMDb. Would they say that though? Might just have to dig through the credits, like watch it, as they scroll.
Because that's what I wonder, like for continuity's sake, like again, with shows, there can be
There's
turnover.
a lot of turnover, yeah.
And
exactly.
I just wonder,
That's what
like,
I'm thinking.
Well, we talked about
the hair team.
The costume designer Gersha Phillips gets a lot of face time, right? She's on a lot of the featurettes, and she is sort of a familiar personality if you've paid attention to that. But the hair designer never
Burn
gets.
Croft is doing the costumes. Isn't it Burn Croft that's doing
Bernadette Croft? You're right. Gersha Phillips was Discovery. Thank you.
Yeah.
Correcting me.
They're gonna get in the comments and be like, blah, 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 blah.
You know,
oh my God. If
we don't fact check on this show.
Me, thank you for listening.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wish they gave more like direction on who is leading that for the show. They always
right. And is that the costume designer? Is that or is that a separate designer that comes in?
It has to be a separate. It should.
There's a whole separate department, hair and makeup.
Sure, but like, who's the decider?
Probably a producer.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So the only story I know about hair and makeup and all that is when what's his face was playing Lucius Malfoy, and they were just gonna have him be regular, short hair, and he read the character and was like, nah, my man is snooty patootie, highfalutin, and put on a long blonde wig, got a cane and walked in and said, this is how I see Lucius. And they were like, that makes sense. They had a whole other idea for him. And maybe it's because he had gravitas or because he was whatever stature, he got to do that. But I feel like in this instance, like there's a sketch of like, oh, this is what, Pike is going to look like. This is what Una's going to look like. But somebody then has to say, well, what's on top there? And there's a team or like a head hair person to say, these are the looks that we see.
The department head. Yeah. So I haven't done too much TV, but in the theater world, it's usually a 3-person like conference where it's like the department head of the wigs, the costumes, and the director. Or they have to kind of like meet up and all be on the same page of what looks good for each person hair wise. And sometimes, depending on the production, costumes is more involved, less involved, but it's always definitely that department head and that director. For shows, when I did like background hair for like a little bit, there was the department head, and then right under her was the key person, and they disseminated what they wanted us to do with everybody. But as far as them going upwards, I feel like it has to be a producer.
Yeah.
That's just my guess.
Yeah.
Well, the Googs, as I quickly did while Stu worked,
the Googs
says that Yasmin Crosdale is the hair department head.
Okay.
She oversees all hair and wig work.
Okay.
And of course, yes, the IMDb of it all listed other. And then key stylists, Anthony Henry and Joseph Paunessa.
Okay.
Pronouncing that all types are wrong. So Yasmin is the one who is making it happen. So
yes.
So and we need to
is Yasmin gonna come for us?
I don't care. Yasmin, Mama, you can't come
on the pod. Talk to us about it.
Come on the pod.
Yes.
Tell us how.
Yes. Tell us why.
Tell us how she had a newborn baby.
I am truly curious because, like, this is what feeds my soul from the background perspective. I love to know these BTSs of like, what went awry, because there's always so many variables to this kind of stuff.
And I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my
Amazing.
contribution. I googs. Fact checked.
That was good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Fact
Lanita.
checked. Fact and checked. All right. Well, I think that's it. As someone who doesn't really have hair, I'm shocked. When we started this episode, I was like, this is going to be like a half hour.
Oh, baby.
You realize once we invite Anna that,
I could go
you're
on.
going to, that
Right.
that
You're
the
the
two of us are
expert.
going to be like kitty cat kitty cat cat cat.
Yep. I can talk about this, baby. Let's do another one.
We're just getting started.
Okay.
Oh my god. All right. Well, yeah, we'll definitely once Academy starts happening, maybe we'll do a hair Academy
cadet
episode.
school.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
cadet
good
school.
one for hair, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
we've already seen some situations, and
Mhm,
we've got red
mhm.
curly still in effect, which makes me very happy.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in any of the promotional shots, but she's supposed to be
keeping
there.
her from us.
I
But we see
know.
Holly Hunter with what
Tilly,
appears to be her
yeah.
real natural hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like she is drinking a whiskey while she's at that captain's chair. I don't know why it's giving me that
Correct.
vibe. She's just so nonchalant. She's just like,
whiskey
400
in the
years
coffee,
old.
though. No, it's
welcome
whiskey
to
in the coffee.
Yeah, welcome to Starfleet Academy.
Well, is it peanut butter
How you
whiskey?
doing?
Ugh. Really, this is gonna be the thing. Okay,
I had to
the
bring
hill
it
we're
back
gonna
to
die
peanut
on.
butter whiskey.
You did.
Dog with a bone.
All right.
Anna, tell us
Well-
all the places we can find you. No, you have to do that
You
first,
got it.
Mike Jones.
You got it. I know you got it.
Anna, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on almost every corner of the internet. I am on Blue Sky. I'm not on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you just type in Anna, ANNA, Rozay, spelled ROZAY, you're gonna find me. I am there, and I will say hello, and then slap you, and then have a drink with you, and maybe smoke a blunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on board for all of those things.
Yeah,
I have not been slapped in ages. It's
I
invigorating.
would love to slap you, but you gotta slap me back.
Oh, deal.
We will
No,
talk
I actually do
all
this.
of that information will happen on our After Hours channel.
That's when I come to New York.
Oh, listen, come on to the east.
If you're a slap friendly friend, I'm totally down to go there. If that is really on the menu, I feel like I'm on the short list for that.
It just depends on how hard. How hard are we talking?
You're gonna do a bit slap
like
happy.
just like a little smart.
Okay. Let's do it.
I've lost it. I've lost it. Okay.
This is the
You're so
Patreon
right.
content.
Yes. That's the extra Patreon content.
Yes.
Thank you, Anna, so much for joining us and for giving us your pearls of wisdom. Thank you, Damian and Lanita, as always, for being my lovely co-host. And thank you, listener. If you like what you've heard, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a 5-star review.
5-star review. It's not
Hailing
that hard,
Freak
guys.
Open. It's not that hard. We would love you for it. And if you would like to support us, you can donate over at our coffee account. But everything is at hailingfrequenciesopen.com. So with that, I will say Hailing Frequencies closed.
No goodbyes. Just good memories. Hailing frequencies closed, sir.